Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome to episode 5 of my monthly-ish planning vlog. So today is Monday, June 9th, and I am kind of just messing around in my planner. And in my last video, I showed you guys that I got this dividers cover with, it wasn't punched. I'm like, which way did it come? It wasn't punched. It was just a dividers cover that came with my Infinite Lotus dividers, and I decided to punch it and to do so backwards so that I could use it as a backdrop, if you will, for this vellum that I got from Cloth and Paper. But then I decided that I don't know if I'm committed to that, and I kind of want to just cover this up so I could easily do it with a sticker or sticky notes, or I was thinking I could print off a photo. So I brought out my Mini 3 Retro P300R. It's by the brand Kodak. I got it as a gift at one of the recent planner events that I went to. And so I'm going to go to my Bluetooth. It actually automatically connected. And I was thinking of just finding a cute photo to add there. And since it's at the front of my planner, I think I might just add like a cute photo. Not something that's specific to any particular month, but maybe just, I don't know, the cutest photo that I have in here. I'm not really sure. So I'm just looking through my photos and I'm trying to see if there's anything that I want to put in here in particular. This selfie could be cute, like a selfie. I'm trying to see if I have any other like decent picture in here. I don't really know that I do. So maybe I'll just put, I don't know, I could put a picture of my dog in here, but I already have one. So maybe I'll do, I have a picture of you in here, boy. Relax. So maybe I'll do that. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot how to use this because, you know, it's my first time using it and all. Okay, it's connected 20%. While it's doing its thing, I'm gonna go in here and get my tape runner because I'm going to use it to adhere it. I kind of miss my HP sprocket, which is upstairs, but I'm told this is much better, which I'm down for. I kind of miss my sprocket because I personally feel that I like the sticky back. This doesn't have a sticky back. It just prints like a little cute picture, which I'm not mad at. But yeah, it doesn't have a sticky back, so therefore I have to use adhesive. I also find it a little bit weird that how it prints, it does it in colors, which that's how an actual printer actually works. So it's not like a weird thing, but I feel like it takes a long time because it does that. And I do think this quality is better than my sprocket, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, I'm having a hard time thinking that it's bounds and leaps higher quality than the sprocket. All right, so it laminated, which now means it's finished. And so, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's something I'm not doing right, but I just don't find the quality to be that much better. But anyway, this is perforated, whatever that word is. So you can just rip off that. And then I was gonna put down the tape runner, but then I decided I'll just put it directly on the picture because then I could place it, you know, however I want. And so I guess I'll put it just what I believe to be is the middle of the page, and I don't need that much sticky adhesive, I don't think. And so just like that, I just added a cute little personalized element to my planner. And then I think I'll just leave it like that. What I don't want to happen is I don't want this to rub off on this, which I fear it might. So I'll have to monitor that. Even though it did the whole laminating process, I'm not wholeheartedly convinced because I did have that issue before when I first used this. This is my second time using it, but the first time I printed off some pictures and I put them in here, and then I noticed that it was wearing off, rubbing off, I guess, on the planner cover in the back. So I made a change. So hopefully we don't have that problem again. But again, I'm not 100% convinced. But anyway, I'm going to continue on. That was like the first thing that I wanted to update. I could actually print off a few more cute photos because I have in my June section the back of this divider, and I was actually thinking I could also print 2 more little photos to put here. I already removed May from here because this was getting a little bulky and I didn't need May in here anymore, mainly because I just got this planner in May and I wasn't really like using it a whole ton in May, not enough for me to want to harbor any of the information. So I just archived it and put it in this little box that I'm using to hold all of my personal planner items. But I was thinking, to make this more personalized, I could add some cute photos here. Maybe that could be a thing. Or I can move these photos to the front. But yeah, it would be cute to add some photos, but I'm slightly concerned about it rubbing off on my new dividers, and that would make me very upset. So maybe I should keep to what I'm doing now. But anyway, I was just, you know, flipping through. I did leave the month in here, but I took all the other inserts for May. Took out all of the other inserts. I can't get rid of the May monthly, even if I tried, because it is connected to June because it's front and back. In the future, I will not have this, I don't think. Well, I don't know. I've only been in this planner for like a month, so it's not a huge thing, I don't think. But I think I would prefer the months to be separate if I had my way. But anyway, this is the front of the planner, and I do need to do an updated flip through, by the way. But I've just been, you know, trying to plan, just kind of catch up with the planner and writing in certain things. I came in here today to specifically focus on possibly setting up the quarters. Quarter 2, even though, what is quarter? I think quarter 2 ends this month, but maybe writing some stuff on here for what I would like to complete for the remainder of the quarter. Or in reality, I mean, I'll probably use them, but I was thinking I could just start fresh in quarter 3 and just, you know, not even worry about this. Yeah, I don't know. I'll leave it in here in case there's anything I wanted to maybe keep track of. I was thinking this could be a good spot for keeping track of any recurring appointments, if you will. Like, I could put in here the last time that I went to the doctor or got an oil change, or, you know, some kind of appointment of the sort, or some kind of house appointment, or even just keeping track of regular house maintenance, like changing the air filters and stuff like that. So I could track that in here, specifically because quarter 1 is literally already over and quarter 2 will be over in a few weeks. So I could backtrack that just so that these don't go to waste because they're dated. But in actuality, I kind of think that might be something that I do, actually, now that I think about it. I'm realizing I was just flipping and doing all that, and I think I was too far away for you to even see anything that I just showed you. But basically what I was saying is that May and June are attached here, so I cannot separate them. I was talking about how I had purchased these quarterly inserts, and I don't plan to do anything with this page whatsoever. I could certainly find a use case for it, but I think I'll just leave it as like a quick reference. But I was thinking of coming in here, I could write out birthdays / oh, this is what I knew I had this somewhere. I was gonna write the tasks that we still have yet to complete for quarter 2 that we would like to complete. That's what I was talking about. If you can see that. Yes, you can see that. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. Basically, I had a vision in mind when I ordered these, but I didn't have, it wasn't like a very plain vision. It just was like, oh, I definitely need those and can use them. But then I have so much of these this month. This month inserts, I guess is how you say that I could use these for different reasons as well. So yeah, basically just trying to figure out how I'm going to use these, and if I'm going to do backtracking or back planning or whatever, which would not be the worst idea because otherwise these will go to waste kind of thing. But definitely writing down the remaining Q2 tasks and even the top goals for the remainder of 2025. So that's what I was talking about. But anyway, that's what I'm up to. Just planning. I did not plan my week in here. And I didn't plan today in here either because, I don't know, today's Monday and I still have time left to plan out the week should I choose to plan it in here, or I might just keep living out of my digital planner and Google Calendar, which is what I've been up to lately. But yeah, just basically spending some time planning in here. Another change that I made since we last spoke is that I changed, you technically saw these, but I didn't highlight the change because it didn't occur to me. But I did change out the white dividers to black because these look more aesthetically appealing to me, I guess. Though I do like the white ones. It's just that I think on this background they don't really show up that well, and I don't think they really show up that well just in general. So should I ever choose to use a darker planner cover, which I don't currently own one. No, I don't own one that's darker than this. Then maybe I'll switch to the white ones for a contrast, but for now I'm going to use the black ones. And so that's a change. I added in the tabs and all the inserts and things that I got in my most recent order last week. And then I took out January through May because it was in the way and causing this to be a little thicker than I'd like. But I think that's the only change. Of course, I just added that. I did add this little pop of color recently. Oh, and then the major thing, if you want to consider it major, is that I did add this clean color dot marker. It's by the brand Zig. I love these. And the color is over here. I'm like, where's the color? The color is over here, which is, come on, you can do it. You can't do it? You should be able to do it. Number 408, Pale Moss. And so I'm going to use this for June, I think. I don't know why this resonates with me, but I don't think I have a number of highlighters and stuff like mild liners, but I do not have a number of Zig color dot marker colors. I probably have, I want to say, like I have some of these mild liners, a number of them in fact. Let me show you. These, I have a number of these mild liners, and that's a pretty color. I actually really like that, but I don't have a lot of these Zig color dot markers. I see I have a pink one. In fact, all that I have is probably in here. Like I might have 2 or 3 others somewhere, maybe a gray one and something, but I really just don't have that many. So I don't know. I guess I was just thinking, I kind of want to switch back and do this for June, and then maybe, I think I have a blue one, so that for July. You know, that's kind of what I want to do. So I may switch back now that I think about it. Perhaps. Yeah, I'm leaning towards that for June. No, I'm not. I think I'm gonna do that one for June. Let's see what I use back here for the June monthly. I use yellow. So that's why this one resonates with me most. This is kind of the closest that I have to yellow. I do not think I have anything else. Also, now that we're here, I just realized that I have this. I think I got this from Fancy Plans Co., which is kind of wild because if I did, that means I've had it for a long time because I got it a long time ago. I'm actually considering popping this in here somewhere because that would give me space. No, it doesn't go like that. It goes like this. If I pop this in here, that would technically give me space for one more marker or one more, couldn't put it down that low, but that could technically give me space for one more marker or one more pen. Let me see. So then I wouldn't have to have this conundrum. Let's see. If I pop that back there, in theory, oh, not Siri, I said theory. Please don't mess up my upload. Yeah, in theory, that could give me space for one more. I don't know. Is that doing a lot? We'll think about it. It's something that we can do should we choose, but I don't know if it's imperative as of now. I think I'm kind of sticking, I don't know, brown in June just doesn't do it for me, so I think I'm going to stick to green. I may need to look in my stash to see if I have another color, but I'm pretty positive I don't. Opening up this drawer, I just saw this, which I think I tried to use originally, but I think it was too thick and it just wasn't going, so we'll close that back up. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. happy June, and I'll check back in. Actually, I'm going to a planner Destash event this weekend, and in my head I'm going to take 100 items, aka Destash 100 items, mainly small items like paper clips, markers, stuff. You know, I don't have 100 large items to destash, so I'll probably check in the next couple of days when I start my destash process. I do have a few things already compiled. They've been compiled since before I even knew about this event. Basically, it's just, I think it's before I knew about it. It's basically just stuff from that big planner event that I went to in March, and I got a lot of free stuff. Basically the stuff that I don't want, I have compiled already, so I just basically need to add to that. And like I said, I'm aiming for 100 items, which is crazy, but I'll check back in a couple of days. I would show you an update with my digital planner, but my video is currently uploading, so that isn't really possible. So I'll just check back in a couple of days. Salutations. It is Thursday, June the 12th, and I am currently decluttering let me scoop it down here. On Saturday, in 2 days, I'm going to the Destash bash, and so I decided I should probably start decluttering. So I'm excited to announce that I have surpassed my 100 item goal. I'm trying to declutter 100 items. That has proven to be very easy because a lot of the items I'm decluttering are like paper clips and stuff, and I knew with paper clips and different sticker sheets and all of that I would probably very likely hit my 100 goal. I'm probably at like 200 items. I have this bag, which I will be getting back. This bag says everything, and so I've just been using this to declutter all my items. I think I might try to fill it up. Actually, my goal might be to fill up this bag, but I'm making great progress. I've decluttered some of my almost all of my pens and markers that I don't use. I want to declutter them instead of letting them like dry up and go to waste. So that made up probably, not gonna lie, like 60 items. I added like 40 paper clips, almost all of my paper clips actually. I have some planners in here, some journals. I have like a planner pouch, and honestly a bunch of stuff. Lots of stuff in here. If I haven't used it recently, then it basically has gone in here. So I decluttered almost everything that I wanted to get rid of upstairs, and then I did my planner cart. Upstairs I have like a spare room, and I have some of my craft supplies in a couple of it's like a little cubby, like a small cubby. It's the Calyx shelf system or whatever from IKEA, and I think like 3 of those shelving like little cubbies do have planner items. So I decluttered a lot of that, and then my planner cart, and then the only thing that's left realistically is my bookshelf. So we're in my office, and in these cabinets are a lot of my planner supplies, I guess you could say. So of course I had all of my planner covers over here. I decluttered or destashed 2 of them. I might go for a 3rd one. I might get rid of the white looking one. I don't know. I really like that one, but it's kind of ruined. I think some of the black from one of the other covers rubbed off on it, so it's kind of ruined. So I'm contemplating getting rid of that for sure. And then I've kind of gone through here, but I decluttered and destashed this before I set this up, probably like 4 or 5 months ago. I think maybe I got those, maybe January or February I got these bookshelves. So I feel like it's pretty decluttered. I do have some reading bags and like little stuff I have gotten from some of my reading events inside of there, but for the most part it's really not that much. I may still go through it to see what I can declutter, but basically I am pretty satisfied with my progress so far. So over the next day or 2 I'll just keep adding to this, and then I'll probably just kind of check in with you guys regarding what the final... Oh, an Amber Alert. That's a situation. Yeah, I'll still go through these items and declutter probably. I could also take like cups and books and other things like that, like cute little planner items as an example I'm looking at right now, or cute items that the average planner girl might use. As an example, I'm looking at the Erin Condren stapler and tape set. I don't know that I've really used those. They kind of serve as decor. I don't think, like, I feel like I've used them before, but they don't serve a huge purpose, though I could use them in the future. Anyway, long story short, I'm making good progress. I don't really have any books to declutter. I don't think, no, not really. I don't really have that many books, as you can see. Yeah, you can pretty much see all of my books up here, here, and here. I don't really have like a whole ton, and many of which I still want to read, or if I have a physical copy, that means that I also, like, I have books that I haven't read on the shelf, and then I have books that I have loved and that are my favorites, like Razor Blade Tears right here in the corner. So yeah, I don't really have any books to declutter. I probably could get rid of like maybe like 4 books, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get rid of books. And I don't think there's like any home decor types of things that I'm getting rid of. Basically, I'm impressed with the progress that I've made, and I'll just keep adding to this. So I will check in when, you know, at a later date. It is 12:09. I need to leave probably in like, I don't know, 25 minutes maybe, if I want to make it on time to the event. I'm going to a Destash bash. It is at 1 p.m. It's scheduled from 1 to 4. I do think there's going to be some kind of t-shirt craft, but I don't really do the crafts for real, just because I don't know. I just don't want to. And then I don't wear t-shirts anyway, for real. And then you're also supposed to bring an oversized t-shirt, but I don't know. I think one of the admin is going to teach us how to do like a shirt. I don't know, a shirt design. I have no idea, but I do my best to make it to places. I don't know. It just is what it is. So long story short, all of that to say, I just got these glasses from Dollar Tree for my cruise, and they have me in a chokehold for $1. I love them. So that's why I'm before you with glasses on. Anyway, here's the thing. This is what I have thus far. Remember, this everything bag. I do think, like, low key, I probably could have maybe tried to organize this before taking it. And in reality, I could probably spend a couple minutes trying to organize it before taking it. But I fear that it's too late and I don't think I'll have time. I was just thinking that would have helped so much had I maybe kept all the pins together and all the, you know, stuff like that. And I don't know how I would have organized it. Maybe use Ziploc bags or like little Walmart bags or something. I didn't really think that through. But anyway, that's what I have so far. Technically, I do still need to go through these. But remember, I just got these cabinets probably end of January, maybe at some point in January, and I had gone through and decluttered everything. So realistically, I mean, I've gone to a couple planner events since then. I've been sent one package from like a planner related brand since January, but that's it. So like, if I went through it, I think it would be a waste of my time because everything in there is either something that I want to keep because I plan to use it, or it's something that I want to keep because maybe I'm planning to give it to a friend or a family member. Because as I was decluttering back in January or whenever I did that, I did go ahead and start taking stuff upstairs to my planner declutter destash pile. So I don't think we really have to go through there. It might behoove me to do so, but I just feel like it would be a waste of time. So in other news, let me just show you what I'm packing if I'm not taking a shirt or anything like that. I don't know if there are prizes there. Typically there are lots of door prizes, and I mean enough for normally everybody to win one. And then what else? Door prizes, typically there's food. Now I have not eaten today, but that's on par for me. I just don't really eat breakfast that much, and I just normally eat lunch and dinner. I just break my fast around lunchtime. I kind of eat the same as anyone else would. I just don't eat first thing when I wake up type of thing. So it might benefit me to eat. I have food here, but I don't really feel like eating, so I think I'm gonna skip it. Anyway, I'm taking this out on the town. Remember, I just got this. This is a Happy Planner bag. I just got it not long ago. So I'm going to take my planner, This is my planner in my planner pouch. And like I was mentioning, some of the things that I have in my cabinet that are planner related, because some of it is like extra bookcase decor and reading bags and reading materials, books and stuff. But in the actual cabinets, I do have planner stuff. And like I mentioned, a lot of it, I mean, I could probably go through and declutter maybe 5 or 10 small items, but mainly is stuff that I plan to use. What made me think of that is that I have another one of these in there, like a second one, a different color. And I just have other things like that I plan to use. So we might go through there, but I think it will be a waste of time. But we're gonna take my planner, and this still has a bunch of tissue paper at the bottom. Let's take it out. I was gonna leave it in there just because I didn't feel like being bothered. But let's, oh, my camera's dying. Tragic. I'm taking my planner. I'm gonna stack that in there. I'm gonna take a Canada Dry Fruit Splash Cherry Ginger Ale Zero Sugar. I have been consuming those lately. I'm also going to put in here a water. I always take a water with me, although they'll probably have water there, I'm assuming. I recently got this fan, portable fan from Amazon, and I didn't really think about it, but my other portable fan died probably beginning of this year or maybe last year, and I had it for a while, but it was rechargeable, so I could charge it and then I could take it with me wherever until it died, and or I could have it plugged up. I just learned that while I like this little fan, it doesn't charge, so it's corded, which means that it has to always be plugged up. Luckily, I have this power bank that holds like 4 full charges, and I've been using it like this all week or whatever, so I think it's fine. I really bought this for my cruise next week because you can ask for a fan on the cruise, but it is kind of like first come, first serve basis, and they could run out. So I sleep with the fan, so I bought a fan, but I'm considering, after having it for a few days, maybe sending it back. I think it'll be fine for the cruise because I can have it charged up or whatever, and it'll be fine. I can have it plugged up rather, and I think it will be fine. But I was thinking about that because I do plan to use it for work and other things, and I think it would be better if it was wireless or cordless I should say. So I'm gonna take this just off the strength of the fact that I have it, and yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be taking this fan with me necessarily. But I'm a fan girl through and through. I have my book, which I'm not gonna take. I have my phone, and then I have my purse. So like in theory, I'll probably put my purse in here actually. Maybe I'll try to put my purse in here, and then I can just take this big bag. Yeah, that and this. Another thing I'm gonna grab is my little pouch. Dang. I was gonna take this camera to get some footage, but the battery's dying. I think my other batteries are dead. Maybe I can find my vlog camera and get some footage that way. That would be ideal. So maybe I'll try that. But I'm gonna take my little on-the-go planner pouch. Oh, they did say bring scissors too if you have any special ones you want to use. I think for the t-shirt craft, but again, I'm not participating in that, but I do have scissors, and here's some little scissors. So I'm gonna take that, and then I think that's good. I think I'm gonna go through here one last time just because I'm going to a Destash bash, and I just feel like it's appropriate to just do a clean sweep. So I'm gonna look through here. It's 12:16. I have like 15 minutes or so to spare, and I'm gonna see if I can find, maybe I'll challenge myself to come out with maybe like 5 items or something. Let me look. It's 12:29, and I have been able to come up with some additional items. So I'm gonna destash these. I think these are from Cloth and Paper. And this isn't a photo album, it's like a sticker album, but I don't need that. I haven't used it. If I haven't used it, it's got to go. These book tracker things have got to go. Remember, a lot of my planner friends are book girlies as well. I found this mini happy planner cover. I don't know why I have it. These stickers that we got at a recent event. This little notebook. This is like a reading bag, and then another reading bag, and then a planner bag actually, but I don't need it, so it's got to go. these Clever Fox cash envelopes that I've never used, this Clever Fox planner that I've never used. I found 2 sticker sheets, and this has my name at the top, unfortunately, but otherwise it's a good pad, but I don't use it. I also don't use this pad, doesn't have my name on it, and I don't use this pad. I don't use these sticky notes. I have many of these. I have 2 whiteouts that I'm destashing, and then I have a doodle, I don't know, it says a doodle a day. I'm not a doodler, so it's got to go. And then this is like this little kit for blinging out things, and I already have one, so it's got to go as well. That brings our final total or whatever to this. So I think that's pretty good. That's actually a lot. I wasn't expecting to get rid of that much, but in doing so, I probably have more in this bag than I now have at home, if you exclude past planners. I do have a few of my past planners that I've used and that are, you know, I use for the whole year or whatever, or maybe I use for half the year, just ones that were used. And I have kept a few of those over the years. I don't get rid of all of them, but if you exclude those, when it comes to like brand new things, I have less now than what I'm getting rid of. And the cool thing is everything that I have, there are things that I've used recently or that even I've used in the past year. So basically, if I haven't used it in the past year, it's got to go. So that's the final bag. It's 12:32. We need to get in the car and head out. Happy Tuesday. Nope, Monday. It's Monday. It is Monday, June 16th. Don't mind my hair. This is my equivalent of like a top knot or a top bun. You know how some people do their hair like that? That's what this is for me. Okay, so I have 4 batteries for this camera. All of them are dead. Like they're all blinking. I've put all 4 of them in, they're all blinking. That means that I have to come back. It's 12:05 currently. I guess I'll let something charge for like 20 minutes maybe. And then come back, or maybe I'll just keep talking until this shuts off. Okay, so let's do that. This is my bag that I brought back. So the goal in going to a Destash bash, or when we do these Destash bashes, is honestly for me to give a lot and not bring anything back. However, there are just times where things catch my eye and I just have to have them. And so here we are. I have a bag full of things cut off, but I'm back. By the way, I don't know that I explained this because, well, I wasn't really certain how it would work. I don't really ask too many questions or do too much research for events and stuff. I just show up. So how this worked is the event was going to last from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And it was at the standard location where we have like 90% of our events. I got there at 12:45, nope, lied, 12:55, which was pretty good. And there were probably maybe like 10 people ahead of me. And then probably, I don't know, 20 people came behind me. But we got let in at exactly 1 o'clock. All of the admin were already in there setting up. And I think there were probably like 10 admin. So not only was a lot of the Destash just already set up, but I'm assuming a lot of them had contributed to Destash. That's why there was already a big pile of things already. But we all went through the line. We checked in. We wrote our name down on a tag. We got a ticket and a journal. And then we gave them our Destash, and then they went ahead and organized all of it and set it out, because there was a table for like planners and a table for journals and a table for washi tape and a table for pens and a table for this and that. And there were probably, I don't know, 7, 8 maybe tables in total. But the moral of the story is that we could begin shopping as soon as we got in. So I immediately started shopping, and I got all the things that I really wanted. I feel like there wasn't anything I missed out on or anything, because I just was looking for very specific stuff, which I'm about to show you everything that I got. And then as people continue to come in, you could continue, as they continue to sort and organize Destash, we could continue to shop through it. So that was like, you know, you were able to do that the entirety of the event. We did do an activity starting at like 3:30 maybe, and then we did another activity, and that took us until the end of the event. But essentially, you know, the bulk of the destashing did take place between like 1 and 3, I personally feel, and that's just kind of how that works. So I always say, if you're a beginner, this is an event like that is definitely one to attend, because you can kind of sample everything without committing to anything. However, I already knew what I wanted and like what would catch my eye, so it was a little bit different for me. But I'm gonna show you what all I got. First of all, I got these paper clips. They're just some gold and black paper clips. They just caught my eye, specifically the gold ones, and so I could do like a DIY with these or just use them regular, but I like that they're gold and black. I'm gonna show you a couple of the pouches that I picked up. I got this one. It says, "Do not or don't label me." Do I know what I'm doing with this in particular? No, but I think it's kind of cute as like a card holder to put cards in, or cash, just as like something maybe to put on my keys or something. I see that it has the original tag on it, and I'm pretty sure this came from Hobby Lobby. I can tell a Hobby Lobby tag, and it was originally $149. So that's just something that randomly has a tag on it. I also got this for a similar vibe, which if you remember, I was wearing like leopard or cheetah or whatever it was on the day of the event. I can't tell the difference between cheetah print and leopard print, but I got this because I just feel like there's no way, there has to be something wrong with my camera, because this battery is blinking too. Anyway, that's an issue for another day. I like this, and I think it would go well with some of the other stuff I already have. This was probably the first thing I picked up, this pouch. It really caught my eye just because I wanted the pouch, but then I looked in the pouch, and let me show you what's in the pouch. This was a jackpot. It's blue and like silk, and then there's like a slip pocket in the front, and then there is like a regular pocket, I guess. And let me show you what all was in here. So I, like I said, immediately thought I hit the jackpot. Cloth and paper, stone corners or corner stickers in the color stone. Okay. Then we have ash. Same corner stickers in ash. Same corner stickers in legend. Maybe if I just do this, but I can't read it. Well, how about this? I'll just show it to you. Stone, I think these are hexagons. And then fawn hexagons. Cotton hexagons. Ash hexagons. Legend hexagons. Cotton corners. Fawn corners. Rose corners. And then I thought these were cloth and paper or something, but they're not. But look, it's like 2 sheets of, this is wine time circles from Pretty Planner Co. And then I have NARS Orgasm, and then Pretty Rose Colorway circles, and then this is not one, this is, oh, I don't know if it's 1 or 2, but Pretty Rose hexagon stickers. And so all of those were inside of that pouch. So I thought that was like, you know, a jackpot. What? And then I found some other cloth and paper stuff. So I found this month of card. I don't know what I might use it for or what purpose it'll serve, but anything cloth and paper I'm gonna grab. This is a pen test dashboard, and then a new mindset dashboard, and then this is like a what's inside. So I guess this was probably a box, a subscription box. So I can throw away this actually, because this is trash. But yeah, I got all of those, and then I got some more items. So let's, before we switch to stickers, let me show you this. I got this sunglasses case, which is perfect because it's white with gold, which is my favorite. Looks like it came from Dollar General or something, I don't know. And I just got two pairs of sunglasses from Dollar Tree. I don't know if this is Dollar Tree or Dollar General, but either way, I felt like that was perfect, so I got that. I also got this lotion because I'm a sucker for any kind of lotion, to be honest, and so this was new. Body Ecology Moisturizing Body Cream in Coconut Hibiscus, so that was right up my alley. I picked up these Pictionary and Phase 10. I know some of these items are kind of random, but you just bring whatever you want to bring, really. But mainly planner items. But I already have Phase 10, but I kind of have two sets of a lot of cards because I take cards with me to work to play with my students, but I didn't have Pictionary, so I just grabbed both of those. And then this is very random, but this is a Valentine's Day sign. So this is perfect because I do have Valentine's Day decor and I do decorate for Valentine's Day, so I have this. And then one of my admin friends knew I was like interested in Valentine's stuff, so she brought me these. And these are from Hobby Lobby. I don't really know what I'll do with them, but I guess I could make make Valentine's for like my students, or just do a little card for my students or for my friends. I picked up this phone pouch thing for my husband specifically. So I got that. And then let me show you a lot of the sticky notes. I found these cloth and paper dome sticky notes. I found these Luxe page flags, which was exciting. I found these, those are from Cloth and Paper. I don't know where these are from, but they're transparent cloud stickers, so that's fun. I found these cleaning to do stickers from Poi and Hun. You can see the theme here, like a lot of my favorite shops, you know, there were items from them, so of course I picked them up. Daily sticky notes from Poi and Hun. I have these check it off stickers from Villa Beautiful. I have another set of these daily stickers from Poi and Hun. Another set of the daily stickers from Poi and Hun. Weekly stickers from Poi and Hun. These Cloth and Paper text divider tabs. That's kind of fun. It says important follow-up due research today and this month in matte. And then these have sticky notes from Cloth and Paper and their wellness trackers. I can track stretching, hydrating, and screen time. I also found these magnetic clips. Well, I didn't find them, but I was able to get some from someone. And I think these are cool because they could go on the refrigerator, but I am going on a cruise in a couple days, and you know, the whole cabin is magnetic, and I do have some hooks, but I thought these might be worth having, so I just bought these, or got these specifically for the cruise. One random thing that I got is this. Yes, I have another one. This was brand new in the box, and what's funny is I got one of these at the last Destash bash that I went to, and of course Notique sent me one. So basically I have 3 of these, but I don't know what people's vendettas are against them, but I use these regularly, so now I have a 3rd one. And what's most exciting is not only is it brand new, but my gold lid that I had for the others were, actually the first one didn't come with a gold lid, I don't think, just the second one that I got for free. Well, I got the other one for free too, but anyway, it was peeling and crusty, so now I have a new gold lid. I got this passion planner. Honestly, it's just to fool around with. It's a 2023 planner and it's dated, so I didn't need that. That's the one thing I didn't need, but I also got this journal type of thing. Comes from TJ Maxx, I see, and so I just like it because it's super cute. And then the last items that I got were a bunch of pins, and I'm gonna go through this before this cuts off. I got this Click Art by Zebra, and I actually got three of them because it was, I liked writing with them. Yeah, it's like a pop-up marker, click marker. I got a Papermate Ink Joy, of course, and then a Sharpie S-Gel, of course, another Papermate Ink Joy. Then I got this pen because this looks like the pen that we got from our CPA, and that pen is fire. It's, I don't think, a known brand, but it's a gel pen, and I feel like that's gonna write like the other one, so I got that. I got this Edding 1340 metallic brush pen. I got these two, which these are retractable highlighters by Right Tech. So I got these. Yeah. And then I actually put this in and I took it back out. Like I gave it for Destash. This is a marker from Erin Condren. It's the fine tip in medium. So I took that back out, and then I got a Pilot G2 pen. So basically just got some of my favorite pens. But a lot of us were sitting down at the pen table trying out different pens and markers because there were a plethora. And I was just trying some, and I was like, let me try like the Erin Condren one again, just to let me see what it's hitting for. Because when I destashed it originally, because I destashed a bunch of the same markers in different colors, I just threw them all in there without testing it to see if I really still liked it or whatever. So I was testing it out and I was like, oh yeah, I really like that. I'm going to keep that. So that's how that took place. But those are all the items that I got. I think I have a great haul. Not too crazy. I'm gonna take this on the cruise as well, just because I want to take a Stanley cup and then like something that with a twist, I guess, something with a straw, and then I guess something with a twist. Although this does have an interchangeable lid, which I have at home, so I could, you know, take this as well, or maybe just take this instead of the Stanley. But I kind of want the Stanley to keep my ice cold and drinks cold. So anyway, some stuff for the cruise, some random stuff, some games, journals, decorations for the house, and then a bunch of sticky notes, pretty much. So that's my haul. And I don't know if we'll chat before my cruise. We might not chat again until next week, which is fine, because the purpose of these vlogs is for me to kind of just check in and film planner related types of things and capture those as the month goes on. So it's no big deal if we don't chat until next week. You won't know because the next clip will be me talking whenever that is. But yeah, that's what's up. We are going on a cruise this week, so I have not planned this week because outside of packing and getting like a few bits and bobs here and there, that's all that I really need to do this week. I do have a couple other things, but they're events that are on my Google Calendar. I just don't have a lot of tasks that I need to write down this week. So anyway, I will check in with you guys at a later date.